My name is Rebecca Hatfield, and I'm the president and CEO of Avesta Housing. I just want to be known as a kind and a compassionate person, someone who, was caring, who was there for their friends and family and the people around them, and someone who contributed to making this world a better place. I've been with Avesta Housing for 8 years. We are the largest affordable housing provider in northern New England. And when I first joined Avesta Housing, I was acquiring new properties and repositioning the portfolio that they had. And then I had the opportunity to manage the real estate development team. And from there, I was managing property management. And since then, I've been president and CEO, and we serve 4,500 people across Maine and New Hampshire every single day, providing homes to people in need. Maine is just an incredible place. It's beautiful no matter where you go, whether you're on the coastline or in the woods or just driving down the road. I feel like Maine is one of the most beautiful places. So I'm gonna break the rules. I have 2 Mainers who inspire me the most. It's my husband and my daughter. I look at the both of them. They inspire me to get up every day and do something good. And I am so grateful and feel so blessed because of that. So Maine's biggest challenge, of course, in being in the world that I'm in is housing. I fundamentally believe that. I think, housing is the seed to stability. Housing is the seed to people, to population growth in the state, to helping the economy. People need a place to live, and when they have a place to live, they can do all the other things in their life. And with such an acute housing shortage, I do think it's one of Maine's biggest challenge. I do think it's the thing that we need to focus on for years to come and really start producing more housing at a much faster rate than we're doing it now. On the flip side of that, I think the greatest asset that Maine has is the opportunity. It's opportunity. When I moved here, I think that Maine is, I've lived many places in the country, and when I look at Maine, everywhere I turn, there's opportunity. And when you say, if we can create more housing, we're gonna attract more people, we're gonna have more economy. It's a beautiful place. We have young people who wanna do great things here. And I think that this is almost like an untouched place that just has so much opportunity in its future. And I hope that we can all come together and make that happen. To be perfectly honest, I love Wilson County Barbecue. It's one of I work very close to Wilson County Barbecue, and it's one of my favorite places to go. But I would also say any local bakery that has a good cinnamon roll and a chocolate chip cookie is by far my favorite place to go. My favorite outdoor spot is my backyard. I think you can tell that my home is where my heart is, where my husband and my daughter, and my favorite place to sit outdoors is right on my deck. Sometimes either right at the beginning of the summer or in the fall where the weather is just perfect and I look out into the woods and it's nice and quiet. It really truly is my favorite outdoor spot. And second to that is anywhere on the Maine coastline. I think the coastline is so beautiful. Any female or woman that you talk to who has gone through some type of journey in their life, there's a story to it. It's never a straight path. And I think anyone who brings a diverse perspective, they're bringing a unique perspective. And I think that's something about women's leadership, that when they come to their table, they have gone through a lot to get there. And because of that, the lens that they look through really brings a holistic perspective and is, empathetic and compassionate, maybe because of the journey that they've gone through. And I think that's what makes women leadership unique, is that we all had to work hard to get to where we are just because of the society that we live in. And because of that, when we come to the table, we come with a unique perspective that's valuable. And I think that's really important. And the way that we can help each other is just being there for each other, is the camaraderie and standing in solidarity and helping each other move forward in our lives in the way that we want to, and whatever that looks like, and being accepting of that. Why did I decide to make Maine home? So It's funny, at the time, my husband and I were living in New York, and we had just moved to New York. The year before, we had just moved to New York from San Francisco, and San Francisco is, my family's in Northern California. And after a year of being back in New York, we decided it's time to find a place where we can live and buy a home and find more quality of life, higher quality of life, better work-life harmony. And it was go back to California or go to Maine, because my husband grew up in Maine, and we decided Maine was it. I had visited here off and on with my husband and a couple times before I met him, and I fell in love with it from my first trip up here. And when he suggested we go back to Maine, I was all in from that moment. And I think it's given me everything that I hoped for. I have work-life harmony. I live in a beautiful place. I have a quality of life that I don't believe I would have anywhere else in the country.